Hey everyone, so this week was week 4 and we looked at how the regulatory environment is controlled by the government. It could be the local or state or federal, and they set rules and regulations in order to control the behaviour of people in the society as well as the business activities that people undergo. So we looked at influencer communication and how throughout social media there's different norms and regulations in different countries with different paid arrangements. And we looked at how a paid arrangement should be disclosed, but in reality, it needs to be implied. So I notice when I'm on Instagram and I'll see an influencer post a photo and they'll actually specifically write down #ad, #sponsored. So they've actually disclosed that what they are promoting, they're getting paid for. And it's important for brands out there to consider the regulations for different countries so they avoid misleading consumers and they can maintain an overall positive integrity and values. Then we were looking at Hofstedes Cultural Dimensions, and we found out that there used to only be 5 dimensions that everyone really knew of, and then the creation of a 6th was added, which is indulgence versus restraint. So with power distance, it expresses how societies with a low power distance, people strive to equalize the distribution of power, and they most commonly participate in decisions that affect them. So an example we looked at was with Asia and how they tend to hold the highest power distance relationship. And with China, the social hierarchy is dominant and all members of the society generally tend to comply with their leader instead of challenging them to kind of move away from any, conflicts that could happen from that if they don't actually accept any of their changes they've made. So when it comes to negotiations, it's important for governments or even managers of big companies to understand that there are inequalities among people based on their cultural dimensions. Then to finish for our class, we were discussing the reading for the week, which was the CocaCola Scare in Europe. It was found in 1999 in Belgium that some children had felt sick after drinking the drink, so it got recalled. And in countries such as Spain and France, they had banned selling Coca-Cola immediately, and this showed a strong power distance. Whereas like countries in Sweden and Denmark, they did not respond straight away. They had kept the product on the shelves and they were waiting for the leaders of the country to say that it can be recalled or even completely wiped out from the shelves. So it showed that Coca-Cola had to adjust and be more sensitive to other cultures and their needs, and that the world is like a complexity of different cultures and variations that affect how people respond to organizational messages. So overall, I feel like PR practitioners should really take into account Hofstede's cultural dimensions so they can actually identify the differences between different cultures and their values and the way that their stakeholders respond to any crises in the organization.